Hi students and dear viewers, I'm here today to explain the Cambridge IGCSE ICT 2019 May-June Paper 2 document production part. This question paper has two document parts. So one is task 2, another one is task 4. Task 4 is actually produced with the help of database. So first we are going to start with the document part, which is task 2. But before that I need to prepare my evidence document for the screenshots. So they ask us to create this evidence document with these details on the top or bottom of the evidence document. So I'm going to prepare my evidence document. This is the one, and I will include in the header my name, center number and candidate number here, and then center number, and then here my candidate number. Just click on close. I'm going to save this one as, click on browse, and then I'm going to type here only my candidate number and then save this document as a Word document and save it. We will need this document later on. So let's start work with the document part. They said open the file J229 cruises.rtf. So we'll open this file here, and the page setup is set to A4 and then landscape orientation of 2 cm margins. So do not make any changes to these styles, and then save the document with the name TC report. So we are going to save this document with the name of TC report as Word document and save it. Next, we need to have a screenshot of our saved file with the file type. So we need to go to our folder, and this is our file saved here. We'll click on print screen, and then we will go to our evidence document. To paste this one, our evidence 1, then we need to crop it, so that we can see the file name and its type clearly, just like that. Fine. Next step is to place in the header automated number on left side. So we'll go to our document here, insert header with the blank 3 columns. On the left side, page number and current position, and then we will click on normal plain number so that we can see the automated page number, and then a right align automated date field. That is important to know, and then to display this one in this format, DDMMYY format. So we need to click on right side here. Then instead of clicking on date and time, we will click on quick parts, and then we will click on field, and then we will choose the date, and then we will look for the format as they have mentioned. So this is the 1, 2 D's and 3 M's and then 2 Y's. Then just click on OK. Now you can see the date is here. And next step, they said place in the footer your name, center number, candidate number, center align. So nothing else in the header, so we remove this one and move to the footer to have our name, then center number and candidate number. Nothing else, so we remove these extra placeholders and then just click on close. So as they have mentioned here, make sure that placeholders are included in the header and footer, the one they have mentioned, not anything else. And then take a screenshot evidence of date field code. So we'll click on date field code here and right click and click on toggle field code, print screen, toggle again to get to the normal form, and then go to your evidence document to paste this one as your evidence 2. So you can see the date field code is clearly visible here. Just like that. Then next step is step number 3. Create and store the following style. First of all, TC Subtitle. So we will click on style here. Yes, close this one. Home, style, and then we'll click on create a style. Subtitle, then modify it, and then I'm going to use the same information as they have said. Yeah, what they need actually is sans serif 18 point. So sans serif Arial 18 point, and then they ask us to have underline and right align all the information, and then single line spacing. So format line spacing here, so paragraph single line spacing here. So what we are going to do here, line spacing before and after 0 and single line spacing. Just click on OK and OK. So a style is created here, that is subtitle style. Now click here to create one more style, that is called TC subhead. So copy this one, paste and modify it now with the information sans serif and 16 point this time. Then we need center align, and then we need this one bold and italic. We don't need this one underline as well. Okay, this one we don't need. Yeah, and then after and spacing they want 6 points and the single line spacing. So click on OK, and then just click on OK as well. Subheading is created, and then after TC body style with the serif font. So create TC body with a serif font. Times New Roman is the best example here, and the font size is 10. No bold, no italic. Justified and 6 lines, 6 point space after, and it is justified. Click on OK, and then click on OK again. So a style is created. Then after TC table, so we'll click on create a new style with the TC table, and then this one must be 11 point and the serif font, center align and italic, and no spacing after and before. Click on OK and OK, a style is created. Next step, they have said take a screenshot of the style that you have created called TC subheading and paste into your evidence document. So right click, modify, then print screen, and then just go to your evidence document to paste this one as your evidence 3. So format, crop it just like that. So it is being cropped and arranged. Now next step is the TC title style has already been created, stored and applied to the title text. So modify it according to this information. TC title must be sans serif font. So TC title is here, right click, modify this one to a 32 point to sans serif Arial, and then this one must be center, bold and italic, no underline, and after and before spacing is 0. Single line spacing, click on OK, OK, and select this one, apply to it TC title style, just like that. And then they said in your evidence document they need the TC title style screenshot. So right click modify, print screen, close, and then move to your evidence document to paste this one as your evidence form. Then again crop it so only the specific information is clearly visible, just like that. Now in the next step they ask us display these custom style name as a list in the style manager organizer. So go to your document and just click here on the style tab on this button, and then just print screen, close this one, and move to your evidence document to paste this one as your evidence file. Format, and crop it again, just like that. Now you can see all the style names are clearly seen. Fine. Next step is below the title add a subtitle called produced by and then your name. So just here, and after your name, next step is apply the TC subtitle style to it, just like that. TC subtitle must be right align. Yeah, right click, modify, this one must be right align. Yeah, and bold and italic as well, or it is only underline they have mentioned. So right click, modify it, so just underline. Yeah, it's not bold, no italic. Yeah, so right click, modify, not bold, only underline. So this is how it look like. Right click and modify just to cross check. Arial. Yeah, no bold, no italic. Yeah, and then after we need to proceed to the next part. So in the next question they said here that what we need to do is apply the TC body style to the rest of the document. So from this point till the end we need to apply the TC body style, and then we need to change the page layout so that the subheading overview until the end into 3 columns with 1 centimeter space. So from overview onward, yeah, till the end, layout, more columns, 3, and then with a 1 centimeter space between them, just like that. And then they said apply the bullets to the list item from shore excursion to specialty restaurants. So we just select from this point till the end, home, and we'll apply a bullet style to it. So the bullets are aligned to the left of the margin. So right click, paragraph, and 0. And then after single line spacing, as I have mentioned here, single line spacing, no after and before each line. So we will change this one to 0 as well. So how it will look like. And then after they have mentioned here a 6-point space after the last item. So click here, right click, paragraph, and then 6 point after the last bulleted list. Then after they said identify the 7 subheading and apply the TC subheading style to it. So we are going to choose here all the subheading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this one is 6 and 7. So TC subheading style we have applied to it. Yeah, and this one must be, yeah, this is a very bold and italic. Right. Now, use the data in the file J229 stats.csv. Create a vertical bar chart to show the number of cruise passengers for the year 2014 to 2018. So we will open this file here for 2014 and number of passengers for 2014 till 2018. So we will choose, first of all, click here. Yeah, this is the number of passengers. So we are going to choose these two. Okay. Yeah. And then we will click on insert and we will insert a vertical bar chart like that. Now what we need to do is here this year we need to show this one our, you can say, the year, and this one is our value. So what we are going to do in this case, we can just select our data like this and then insert a simple bar chart for this data, and then we can include this one, the name of our x-axis, like here. Right click, just click here on the x-axis and right click and select data. So in this case I'm going to edit this one and then we'll choose this one as our edited data. So you see the each year can be seen here, and then after they said the title is annual growth. So I'm going to apply a quick layout number 9 and then title is annual growth, and then after value access title passengers. So here passengers, that's all, and then display the value as data label on top of each. Do not display legend. So we'll click here, remove legend, and then values we need in the chart here. So select the data, or you can just click here on the format in the view. Even you can choose the chart elements and then labels, and just like that you can include inside, outside. So for example I'm going to click like that, as they said, on the top of each bar, so must be outside. Yeah, that's it. And then they have mentioned here a minimum scale. They used a minimum 500, maximum 5,000, and then 13,000, increment 2,000. So we'll click here, right click, and the format access option is there. Minimum value is 5,000, maximum value is 13,000, and then the major unit, or you can say the minimum increment, is how much? 2,000. So 2,000, just like that. So this is how it will look like. And then next step they have mentioned here, insert the chart after the paragraph ending the 5 past years. So I'm going to remove this title, and then we'll get this chart, and we'll go to our document for the past few years here. We'll insert the chart, and next step is the chart and the data fits within the width of column. All data labels are displayed in full, so they are displayed. Then import the image J229 shapes.png and place this image below the subheading our fleet here. So insert picture, and we go to desktop and ship picture, Then this picture must be resized to 2.5 centimeter wide. So the width is already here. I'm going to choose 2.5 like that, and then it is aligned to the left margin and top of the paragraph we are currently operating or operate. The text wrap around the image. So right click, text wrap, click on square, and then to the left of the margin and to the top of the line, just like that. And then after they have mentioned here, save the file, and then make sure that today's date and not date field code display in the header, and print the document. So we just need to save this one and make sure that the date is visible, not the date code. And then we need to print this one. And moving to the next step, which is step number 19. Here they ask us, Tawara Cruise is planning to publish the annual report data on its company wiki. So evaluate the suitability of a wiki to share this type of data. So we need to type our evaluation here, that why it is suitable, and what are your recommendation here. They said recommendations and evaluation not more than 100 words. So we will type our evaluation. For example, I can say that about the advantages and disadvantages, and then I can write the reasons and recommendations. So we'll go to the evidence document, evidence 6, and next page. Yeah, so here I'm first of all writing the advantages. So number one advantage, that allows company report to be seen by many people, and then saves distribution time, time, cost, and printing cost. And then after it is eco-friendly, and we have disadvantages as well. So disadvantages, I can say that anyone can edit, delete, modify the content, and then could make data unreliable. Unreliable, and also accessibility, like computer or internet is definitely needed here. And now what is your recommendation? So first of all is should be presented in a non-editable format such as PDF, then include link to the published report on the company website. So that's all recommendation, advantages and disadvantages, and that's the end of document production part 2 of the paper 22 May June. So hope you have learned how to deal with the document. Thanks for watching. Subscribe the channel for more updated videos and information. Hi guys, I'm here today to explain the document 2 part of May June paper 22 2019. So in the previous video we have done with the document 1 part of this question paper, which is here with me right now. It's like that. Now what we are going to do is we are going to start with step number 26, and then we need to create document 2 part. Like they said, import the extracted or extraction that you have saved in step 26 in your document as a table after the paragraph which ends Cruises operating last year were. So what we are going to do is we have already this extracted file in the RTF format. So we need to open this one first, and then we just need to click on this table and then copy it, and then we will go to our document here, which is created in first document 1. So we just need to look for that paragraph, like for example, yeah, Cruises operating last year were. So just click here and then click on paste. So you will find here your data and the table as they have mentioned. Now what we are going to do is we need to check that if the data or the table fits within the column width, the extract does not contain any title, all required fields and their labels are fully visible, no text is wrapped within the extraction or extract, the TC table style is applied to the table. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on the table here and will apply the TC table style to it, just like that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce the size of this column here so that my column and my data is clearly visible. In this case, like everything can be seen clearly, just like this. And yeah, if it is possible to move a little bit, no, there's very less space, so we cannot just move like that. Yeah, and so you can see that everything is arranged now. And next here they have mentioned that there is a 6 point after space after the table. So what we are going to do, we just click here, and it is already a 6 point gap here. So if you go to paragraph, so before and after it is written 6, so just click on OK, and then move to the next step here. They have said spell check and proofread the document. So we need to spell check and proofread the document by clicking on F7 button from keyboard. So we just need to ignore the things that we are not sure about. Yeah, sure site. So this is what we are going to correct it, change it. Yeah, sure site. On board can be changed as well. Sure site, on board, and then that's all, I guess. So there are some areas where we need to ignore the changes as well, like we are not sure about this one, so ignore, and the spelling and grammar check is complete. Just click on OK now, and then you have to make sure that your table, charts and list are not split over the columns, and there are no widows and orphans, there is no blank pages, and all the house style specification has been followed, and spacing between all items is consistent, that is done already. And then make sure that today's date and not the date field code displays in the header. It means that in the header we have included a date by using the field. So you can see it is written here date, unlike this. So we should leave it as it is, and then we click on close, and we will print this document. So we just need to click on save here and move to the step number 29. As they have mentioned here, answer the following question and record your answer in your evidence document. Explain why styles are used. So definitely we use the style for a consistent formatting and layout, to give a corporate image, brand or recognition, and then saves times while editing and formatting. And then they have mentioned here the purpose and then limitations you have to write. So the purpose is to identify potential data entry errors, so there is not entry errors, and to assist the user, to help the user to reduce the number of error as well. And then we have to write the limitations. So we will move to our evidence document here, to evidence number 11 here. Yeah, this is our evidence number 11. So answer to the first question is that consistent format, layout, format and layout, this is consistent. We just put a slash here is better, just like that. And what other things, like for example, yeah, as I said earlier, to give a corporate or image and brand recognition. Yes, and then after you say that saves time of editing, formatting of a paragraph. So, and then after we just type the purpose here. So the purpose is like to identify potential data entry errors, to errors, and then to assist user to reduce errors. Yeah, and now we just mention here the answer to be the limitation. So we can say that only check against words in its dictionary. Yeah, as they have mentioned here, that state the purpose of spell check software, identify two limitations of it. So one is that only checks the word which are in the dictionary, and then after spell checking does not ensure that correct spelling is used for context. And then after you can also say that yeah, we just remove this one, we don't need this. Yeah, as these are the points. Yeah, 1, and then after we have point 2 as well. What is that point? Could introduce new errors. So cannot introduce new errors. And so that's all from the document 2 part. Yeah, hope you have got the answer of your question here. So thanks for watching, and subscribe the channel for more updated videos and information.